Game number 2, we're on. Thank you to our sponsors at Hot 6. In the upper left, in the red, winning with the base trade, his ID is...
OGS SuperNova.
And in the bottom right, in the blue, can he come back? He was crippled early on, maybe in a straight-up game. He'll do a little bit better. His ID is...
StarCraft II.
It's the guy that beat Nesty. Just throwing that out there.
I hate him. All right.
I just hope he loses the GSL. Sorry, guys, I'm just a huge Nesty fan.
All right, so let's see what types of builds they go for on this map. I love this map for mech. Will one of these players do that? Hard to say. SuperNova is getting a gas, whereas Virus not yet. Virus not a big fan of mech at all. I don't know that I've ever seen him go mech in TVT.
I got like ibuprofen stuck in my chest in my tube.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Is there any pain in the tube?
No.
Is the ibuprofen causing it pain?
Well, no. I feel the pills. I just poured myself another thing of hot water, and I tried to swallow the ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling a little bit headachy today. But it's too hot. It burns my mouth. So I tried to swallow. I just tried to make spit in my mouth and bring it down, and now it's like stuck there.
Well, here's the thing. If it starts agitating you, eventually it will begin to melt and then relieve the pain it's causing. It's actually
That's
amazing.
actually true. If there's any swelling down there, that's going to go away for sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So that's just a good thing to know. There you go, Tasteless. You're actually going to be fine no matter what.
No matter what.
You know what they need to do is make ibuprofen that's shaped like a lifesaver. Shaped like a lifesaver.
It's shaved like a lightsaber?
Yeah, that works too.
By the way, we got a proxy Rex over here from SuperNova.
Oh, wow. No, that's a proxy
Oh, I'm sorry,
fact.
a proxy factory.
So
Excuse
it looks like
me.
he wants to most likely... it could be a factory float-in.
Probably
Could be,
Banshee.
But yeah, I think it's just going to be a cloaked proxy Banshee, most likely.
Normally we do the cloaked proxy Banshee. You're going to transition out of that into bio because it's more convenient. Then you scout them with a factory. And frankly, I think this is a map that bio isn't going to be as good on. I think mech would be better on a map like this because it's like kind of narrow. So it's easy to cut the map in half.
Exactly.
But you never know. I mean, if he does enough damage with the Banshee, who cares what you're going for? I mean, if the guy's that behind.
Oh, yeah. That's completely true. So we'll see what kind of damage he can actually do here, Tasteless.
This is interesting, statistically. If the game's under 10 minutes, there's almost no chance that SuperNova loses.
That's right. When he rushes, when the game ends, he doesn't leave the game early. Even if he's lost, he floats his command center away. And then if he goes super late, he crushes some phase 2. Pretty interesting. Great late game player. A lot of that, I think, comes from his TVZ. His late game TVZ is one of the best.
Interesting to see Virus not scout any of these locations where this could possibly happen, since it already happened once. I guess that's sort of this mind game trick, like he's not going to do it again. I'm surprised also he's not going to use the factory to scout the base after the Banshees are done.
Well, it kind of makes sense, too, because if you actually go in to scout the base quickly, obviously they know.
Oh, well, then it gives everything away, but I mean, even after that.
Yeah, well, you get a good tell on what's in the base because you're constantly harassing it, whereas that factory may be very useful at home for siege tanks, so I kind of like it. He's got to be careful because if he doesn't get proper defense when he goes Banshee, there's going to be a lot of units out for Virus, so. Well, Virus is making an engineering bay. Factory going up as well. Nice scan, telling me exactly what's going on. Combat shields are on the way, not stem.
All right, the Banshee is out. I don't even believe he's going to wait for Cloak. Just going to go in there.
He should just start harassing. It's absolutely. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Case is going after that. He's already. Another Banshee is on the way. It's going to really confuse Virus when he gets there so quickly.
Right. He may already know that this is what's going on.
Yeah.
The Banshee timings are pretty well mapped out in this game.
7 kills already on this Banshee.
Note he's not giving away that he has Cloak just yet.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't want to show that. And there he goes. He shows it by not showing it because it's invisible. All right, so going after some of these Marines right now, just reducing the number as best you can. Nice micro-buy virus, pulling back the Marine. Now there are some turrets out, so this Banshee has to be careful or it'll get flanked.
Oh,
careful! That turret almost got him. He turned right around to fire, and he just juked and jived right out of there. And now the Banshee may be stuck.
Okay, Banshee number 2 coming in, though. Hitting these SCVs. This may allow for Banshee number 1 to escape to the bottom right. All right, excuse me, Ortosis. The unit count right now, 29 SCVs for SuperNova, 21 for Virus.
Yeah, he's done a good job. He's killed off 12, and that's a huge deal. Because, you know, of course, Virus took such a quick expansion, he should have a better economy. But that's just not the case. It's not the case at all, Tasis. Well, both of them going to go for just a, you know, bio-tank style play. Virus with much quicker starport. Or not starport, but medevacs is what it's going to be. So.
Also, Stim going to get finished for Virus a little bit quicker as well. So don't forget that last game where Virus actually did not have Stim for a long period of time because the barracks was destroyed that it was attached to the tech lab.
Oh, down that goes. Had to happen with the Viking after it. So SuperNova has to be feeling good about himself right now. He's just slightly up in supply, not a huge deal supply-wise, but really it's the SCV count where he has 6 more SCVs despite teching way, way up and getting a much later expansion. And that's like exactly what he wanted to get out of that. Because the fact that he has a better economy after investing so much early game into tech, it's a great situation. And now, I mean, he has Stim and combat shields on the way. He's going to have it a little bit later than Virus, but quick enough. Because this map, very easy to defend. You're on high ground at your expansion. So hard to actually put any pressure on there.
All right, he'll be taking out the tech lab now, cleaning up whatever remainders that SuperNova had on that side of the map now. And as you can see, now the supply, 74 to 67. Marine's also pushing out here for Virus, since he's going to get Stim first.
Now Virus, with this very quick medevac play, which is a good style of TVT, doesn't have siege tanks yet. So even though he can move out, he's going to have to base his play off of, you know, trying to drop if he can. He can't really push the front with a bunker and a siege tank in siege mode. But SuperNova knows about this, so he's already got a missile turret up, he's got the Marines in his main base, he's really basically zoning out any areas that he can be hurt in. SuperNova's defense is actually basically perfect right now.
Yeah, he's playing beautifully. All right, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much Virus can really do.
No,
SuperNova's like the Karate Kid, like the wax on, wax off stuff.
Yeah. SuperNova is just perfectly defended. In fact, he's making sensor tower and another turret, so he's just getting completely ready for everything. I mean, Virus, the quick medevac play can be good because you can do harassment, you can sometimes overwhelm them if they mess up, but if you play like SuperNova's doing, where he's crossing every T, dotting every I, and as Tasis would say, dotting every lowercase j,
yeah,
with or without a heart, depending upon what you're into, I mean, he's rock solid, and SuperNova can actually just go take another base. Of course, Virus, we see, is doing so right now, but SuperNova with siege tanks, with turret ring, with the sensor tower, unstoppable.
All right, he's dumping out these Marines. Is he going to be able to save that? Oh, I guess so, Matt. If he can get all the way back home with that, that would be huge.
Yes, it would, but it looks like, I think the medevac will go down. Yep, he got it. Get the medevac, Tasis. Goodbye, medevac.
And the Viking got away.
His pillaging on the coastline, as any good Viking does do.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so once again, Virus is going to move out, saying, okay, well, looks like SuperNova is trying to control certain parts of the map. I need to make sure that I can flex my muscle here, assert my dominance.
You know what's interesting?
What?
Virus got +1 armor first.
Oh, that is interesting.
I mean, it's going to give him...
Well, you know, I mean, here's a theory on that, is that you get these Marine versus Marine battles with the siege tank sieging up. I don't know how many... would it take an additional hit for a siege tank and siege mode to kill a Marine with that?
Well, it matters what else is attacking it. It's never just a siege tank.
Right. Well, there's always some Marines too, but maybe that's the point, is that really the siege tanks are what really deal most of the damage.
You know what I would... my guess would be because he got Medivacs out so quickly that it truly, the Medivacs in addition to that +1 armor that allows the Marines to stay alive long enough against other Marines, that the bigger Medivac count should help him out. So that's my thought on that.
Yeah, that might be correct. I don't think we've seen anybody do that though.
No.
It's cool. Kind of
it's a cool thought though. I like it. But the thing is, he actually doesn't have more Medivacs out in the field because, well, he just doesn't. SuperNova, his production is pretty darn good.
By the way, Virus now exceeding SuperNova in supply.
Still very
Virus
close.
doing very well.
Virus,
actually outnumbering the SCV count.
Yeah, and Virus did get the second factory a little bit quicker than SuperNova here, so he's caught up in siege tank count. It's 5-6 right now, SuperNova in the lead there, but just ever so slightly. A little bit more Marines for Virus, but overall, everything is extremely even.
All right, we got a drop coming towards the main. Oh, did they see each other? Did they see each other?
Yeah, SuperNova definitely saw it. Or no, actually, maybe he didn't. He just waypointed out so that he wouldn't.
Oh, but now he sees it.
Craziness.
Meanwhile, it looks like SuperNova's moving out on the map.
And oh my god!
Oh my god! If he gets these Medivacs,
looks like Virus will get out of there.
Well, nobody's able to control these parts of the map here.
Yeah, these two positionally are just playing too well to actually have anything go wrong. Now Virus is dropping the third base of SuperNova. No SCVs there yet, unfortunately for him. And, I mean, this is just temporary, making it lift up. But it's slowing down the mining of that third base, which is helping Virus to get ahead even more in supply.
Can he get the Medivac? I don't think so. All right, and we might have an engagement coming up here. Stimming! He needs to block the siege tanks. Remember, there's armor here for Virus. A lot of Marines are getting blown up right now.
They're actually both at 1-1. So whose siege tanks will actually hit more here? And the answer is absolutely SuperNova's. His siege up in a very nice line. Virus is a little bit further back from where the actual fight took place.
A little drop here from SuperNova. Some more SCVs are going to be taken out. And we have another drop coming up over here. Virus dropping SuperNova now. Also dropping Vikings over here at this base. Looks like he really wants to just reduce the SCV count here overall.
Viking will be cleaned up by SCVs right now. Well, SuperNova has killed off 15 of the SCVs. And as far as the count goes, they're both tied at 53.
So it's pretty even, but SuperNova does have the better army. And nobody really has good position right now. Each one has a watchtower. Ideally, I mean, they're going to push the watchtower that's closer to their opponents.
It's hard to get much more even than this. 55 SCVs to 56, 4 Medivacs to 5, 10 tanks to 9, and 65 Marines to 56. I mean, these are just... It's unbelievably close. These two are not going to be able to kill each other, and they should be realizing that very soon and actually taking additional bases. And in fact, as I say that, we do have another command center going down for Virus, but SuperNova is going to have to do that very quickly as well.
There's a high chance that this location over here... Oh! Sieging up.
Yeah, these guys just keep trying to outmaneuver each other. It's just not happening, though. They each have one watchtower. They each have great map sense, great game sense.
There's a high chance that Virus' next expansion is going to be on the right side and SuperNova's is going to be on the left because it's at this weird point in time where nobody's really able to get that natural fourth base. Okay, here we go again.
SuperNova taking one volley there. Nice drop by Virus during this little battle. In fact, he's going to kill a good amount of SCVs here.
Yeah, look at that.
Really well done.
Yeah, going for the turret.
It's going to allow him to get more drops in if SuperNova does not kill that, or remake it rather. And now Virus does take a little spy lead, 172 to 157, but nothing that he can't recover from with a couple nice moves of his own.
All right, regrouping here. By the way, the display lead is... Oh, very nice. SuperNova denies the Medivac.
Virus moving around, and... Oh, he's going to get in there, Tasteless. And with a nice siege tank line, it's going to be hard for SuperNova. He has to back up, taking a few siege tank hits there, and he does kill the third base of SuperNova. Virus looking very strong right now, up by 50 supply.
As you can see here, it's going to be kind of a close exchange here, but I think there's more service area here for Virus. The siege tank's now sieging up, but I don't know. I think that might actually just have done it.
Yeah, he's getting too far ahead.
Can't be
Way too
stopped.
far ahead. Look at this. Just going to mow down that orbital command. Impossible.
Mow it down.
Mow it down, man. That's what he does.
Mow it down.
Mow works, too.
Mow works? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Mow to me always sounds like a word that like a really learning disabled cat would say. Like instead of meow, just be like Mow. All right. They're both taking heavy hits right now, but if you look at the supply, that tells a real story. 78 to 100 and 1 or 100 and what does it say? 80. What was that?
Oh, dude,
190. 190.
Virus is actually dropping on the eBays right now.
All right.
3-3 is about to finish for SuperNova, and he's going to lose one of them.
Wow. And the other one.
Game basically over. I mean, the Virus is already up by 100 supply, but that's just too much.
Wow. Nice move taking out the eBays. I have to say, I think there's really no way to tell who's going to win the series.
Yeah.
They're both so evenly matched.
Yeah, both games, they were just mirroring each other back and forth, back and forth. I'd love to see a couple more different builds. You know, I would love to see like a mech for some marine siege tank or, you know, just when these two do the same build, man, it's just like they can't kill each other. It's just constant maneuvering, constant maneuvering. And eventually someone gets like one drop that kills 9 SCVs more, and they're like, yeah, I guess I have this edge now.
They're both so good. They're even match.
Yeah.
What is our next map, Artosis?
Cloud Kingdom.
Cloud Kingdom. What do you think we're going to see in this series?
I think it's going to be basically more of the same. And we're going to see a lot of siege tank maneuvering on the high grounds, a lot of people trying to drop but not really getting too much done with it. Well, we'll just have to see who's more solid in this game. I mean, anyone could take it. And, you know, I think right now a lot of people are hoping that Virus wins so that Virus plays Nanoa. Because, you know, I would say it's hard to say which of them is actually truly better at this exact moment, but overall in the past, SuperNova's been better. So,
yeah,
I mean,
generally speaking. All right, on the left, SuperNova. On the right, Virus. This will be the deciding game. One of these guys is going to, you know, go on and face Naniwa. The other one facing Genius. And frankly, for Terrence, those are two players nobody really wants to play, I guess.
That's true, man. Those are not players that you want to play.
This is a tough group.
Yep. All these groups are actually pretty insane, to be honest.
It's so beautiful that StarCraft II has now gotten so complex that there's a ton of really good people.
Yeah.
There's a ton of really good people instead of like, you know, Season 1 last year where there was like, all right, there's 3 people here that play RTS games right and everybody else is just painful.
Yeah.
You know.
Tough times back then.
I just remember.
Thank God it's
the strategy for CVP was to go 2 racks and attack the pro.